HSBC Atrium at Orchard. During one of my internships, the first day of reporting to HSBC Atrium at Orchard, the office is located at third of the new building, or so I thought of. When I entered the office, I noticed that beside the clock there hung something that looks very much like the Thai Buddha talisman. Maybe it's just me. But boss of HSBC believe all this? I taught. Soon work was delegated to me as they are taking turns to clear their leave during the Christmas period. And as I was in charge of a department, the cutoff time was 4:30 p.m. Usually by then I would be taking a short rest before closing the AC. That's where I noticed something. The talisman has 4 pieces and was hung in such a way that it faces the 4 corners. Perhaps it could be just a blessing. But apparently not. I usually finish my work at 7:30 p.m., would happily leave for home. However, my officer, same age as me, Sai, would have to stay back to tally the accounts I have closed for the day. One fine day, due to some problematic customer, the accounts were closed at 8, meaning my officer has to roughly finish work and leave at 10. But that wasn't the best part. Of the sudden, she GO me for dinner after work. Female's request, okay law, since nothing on, I agreed. Meanwhile I noticed the security guard started to patrol the levels often. Blah blah. To cut the story short, at 9:30 plus the security guard suddenly entered and reminded us that it's 9:30. Now this really bugs me. It was not until 9:45 that we hastily left the office. During our dinner, what she about to tell me was stunning. For some khakis here might still rem last time the HSBC used to be at the McDonald house beside Atrium. But that place used to be haunted. As the building, forgot the name, was demolished for the building of Atrium and the NEL. HSBC shifted to the new house at LBL 3. However, the hauntings did not stop. The first month of the new shift, a particular was doing OT till wee hours in the morning, and after one of the staff returned from the washroom, she suddenly was not herself. She started to dump everything on the table to floor. And her facial expression started to shift and distorted. After some commotion, she finally collapsed. When she was sent to hospital, the docs can't find anything wrong with her. And sadly, with such a big hoo-ha created, she was dismissed under table kind law. In the coming months to come, another manager stayed back to OT till 2 a.m. in the morning. But this time round, she resigned on her own accord. Close friends of hers started to probe into it as they all know she's a very hardworking and ambitious person. But to everyone's shock, she suddenly wept. On the night she does OT, she suddenly hears noises outside. Knowing that only she is around, the lights outside are left with corridor lights on, she went out to check. But a few times she noticed nothing. It was the final straw that she decided to go out to check. But when she was totally out of the office, the noise came from her own office. But what she saw, she never told anyone till the day she left. Till now, after hearing this, my goosebumps can't help but stand. Since then similar eerie experiences happened to those who OT after the wee hours. In fact, one of the officers who is a believer of Buddhism started to request the management to allow him to put up the talisman in the office. In fact, the management agreed. But other arrangements were also done. The weirdest thing was, now whoever wants to OT has to inform the guards at the reception on the ground floor, where they will dispatch one of them to stay with you. But the common practice is that, no OT after 10.